Sean Frankson, Chapter 11. Catch this train. You're listening to Lone Star in the Mornings. It's 9 o'clock. That means it's switch. I didn't have your mic on. Sorry, Switchblade.
Thanks.
Good morning, Switchblade.
Good morning, Richard Schischler.
Good morning, audience. I'm so glad you're here joining us with the Switch Hour. Today's kind of a special episode. I'm going to be moving this chair. So, special episode leading up to Valentine's Day with ideas. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Someone outside's waving in.
It's Allison.
Oh.
She's my acupuncturist who's across the street.
Oh, cool. Sorry to hear the scratchy noise. It's me trying to move something out of the way. But, yeah, we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day is coming up next week on Friday. Friday, it's like the perfect Valentine's Day. You can go out and have a date, and if it goes wrong, you can go out to the bars.
Perfect.
And not have to go.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
I'm planning for a bad Valentine's date so I can go and
be
meet up with all of my friends.
Good thing I don't have to work tomorrow. Oh, maybe in your case you do. But we do too. We're going to be at the Home and Garden. No, that's next week.
Next weekend. Well, you have all of the weekend time.
Well, I have the radio play on Friday too. So really, I don't have a Valentine's Day.
I don't either, but that's okay.
Because I was trying to figure...
Saturday night.
Yeah,
Saturday night.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for some reason, we thought it'd be romantic to do one of the radio plays on Valentine's Day, but it's at 7 o'clock. And that's pretty much prime time for couples.
So what's this play about, though? Maybe
it's Brief Encounter. It's my favorite... Basically, one of my second favorite movie of all time. And it's about a love affair between a married woman and a married man. Ooh. And they meet at a train station. And, of course, she gets something stuck in her eye. And being the doctor that the man is, he helps her. And then they go, hey, you're here almost every other day at this train station. We should start talking because I'm here every other day at this train station. So they become friends.
That's
and then
sweet.
It leads on to more and more. So it's going to be a cool play. We cast it on Monday, and it was it's a neat cast. Everyone I've spoken to is very excited. And the one thing I like about it that's different from other radio plays, it's very dialogue-driven. Okay. There's not a lot of sound effects. There's not a lot of cast. There's only 5 people total. But there's three other people besides the main people are like conductors. Okay. And then like the husband at the very beginning. So it's
the whistle and stuff.
Yeah, so it's really just these 2 people talking for 25. It's like a relationship.
Did you find a spot for that? The whistling and
yeah,
the conductor?
I got it. Got the train.
All aboard.
How did that sound? Hopefully it sounded all right. I'm going to be doing the train sound too.
Okay.
I'm the special effects train man during the play because I usually do the engineering, but now I get to do that. Because I'm the director, so I can do what I want.
Well, I'm glad you're going to be able to participate in your favorite play.
Yeah, that's going to go on Friday at 7 o'clock on Lone Star Internet Radio on February 14th for Valentine's Day.
Sweet.
So, so what we're going to be talking about today, though, we have several things. We're going to have the perspective of Valentine's Day from a male, me, perspective of a female's Valentine's Day.
From moi.
And then we're going to have cheap dates for Valentine's Day.
Cheap dates.
And then... if you're single, what to do on Valentine's Day.
Yep. And some different ideas for people. I mean, I can give the girl aspect. I don't know if necessarily Richard's all into the whole lovey-dovey aspect.
Every day is Valentine's Day for me. How about that?
So
that's
sweet.
Right.
But yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit about that. And then I pulled up some like little desserts if to make for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Some red velvet. Like there's like 27 different things you can do for red velvet. Some actually very creative, easy things. I know you'll like some of them.
Well, I mean, sure. I like food and I like cooking. So yeah, I that's you're already at my heart right now. You're at the core.
The red velvet core of your heart.
But okay, what do you want to start out with? No. We have all those options.
I know. Well, let's talk about. Let's go see.
Here we go. Hey, and by the way, listeners, if you have any input. You know what to do. Call us, 936-647-3776. If you're listening to on your phone, might as well go to Facebook, because I'm on Facebook and I'm on Twitter right now, and send us your thoughts on what we're talking about, because, you know, it's ironic about this topic. I've never really had an official Valentine's Day with a girl. But I mean, that's just because every time it followed around, I wasn't dating anybody or I didn't have time. So, but like I said, every day is Valentine's Day for me.
That's sweet. Yeah.
So.
Well, it's just, I believe that Valentine's Day is the one day appointed out of the year.
Well, you think it's almost like it forces people to remind themselves why they like each other. And it's like it forces you to be sweet. Because even if you're a mean guy, you know, a butthole boyfriend or butthole girlfriend, it's like, oh, hey, we like each other, right? I wonder how many breakups happen on Valentine's Day.
Would you break up with someone?
Well, no, because like I said, it's that time. It forces you to think about that other person in a nice way. And if you don't want to be nice to this person anymore, then yeah, they're like, what's the obvious solution to that? Oh, I'm gonna have to break up with this person because I don't care enough on Valentine's Day to be sweet to him.
Possibly.
So, am I wrong? Is that not?
I mean, it is. I mean, I could see that. I understand. I mean, that would probably be the worst thing ever.
Well, okay, I didn't mean the day breaking up. I mean, that's when they realize I don't love this person on Valentine's Day, and then they break up with them, after a couple fun times, and then they break up. Right? Like that's what I do.
Yeah, that's what Richard does. Richard, do you know what Valentine's Day means, and how did we get Valentine's Day?
I imagine some Spanish person invented it.
Well, it's actually Saint Valentine's Day. It's
Is he Spanish?
Or also called Valentine's Day, the feast of Saint Valentine.
Some Catholic dude.
Yeah, it definitely. That's what it was saying. It's it's a Christian, more of like a culture type thing to do. A feast of a Saint Valentine, the celebration of love and affection.
There you go. See, why can't
That's the significance of it.
You don't need to do it with just one person. Maybe you can have Valentine's Day with your family or friends.
Well, that's why, growing up, you do like, hey, you go Valentine's Day for your whole class. Or you bring like candy, or you take time every night and you write like handmade cards, or that was what I did. They have all these different.
Imagine being a teacher.
I love
dealing with that. It's like what boy is gonna get the Valentine's, or what girl's and not gonna get a Valentine. Man, I always chose the coolest Valentines though.
What do you mean you chose the coolest?
Because you had to go to the store and you get like Valentine cards for everybody.
Yeah.
And I always got something like Power Rangers or whatever I thought was really cool. And I'm like, look what you got. I got you a Power Ranger Valentine. That's so BA,
Well, see, that's what made me. That's different between you and I. I actually handmade all my Valentines for my class.
I like Power Rangers, so ultimately I got to keep a lot of them. So I was in the end game. I was good. In the end game of Valentine's Day, I was always happy.
You got what you needed. Your fix.
I was like, because I was like, you need to get some Valentines because I haven't. Like, do I really have to? Do I have to go to school that day? We don't really do anything.
Yeah, you're like, now they actually do stuff. They don't really do parties like they used to do parties. It's very like a selected time where it's like 30 minutes and that's it. Bam, you're done.
We would do it all day.
I know. Well, that's what I remember. It would be like, oh, we have all these festivities for whatever it may be. But now, I mean, I don't even think that they can do like cake and stuff. It has to be signed off. There has to be permission because if someone got sick, I mean, all of that legal stuff.
That sounds interesting.
I know.
School sounds weird.
School has changed.
Yeah.
It has. Okay, so first off, we're going to talk about some 14 adorable cheap ideas for Valentine's Day.
Okay, cheap ideas.
Well, cheap ideas.
Well, we got to reword it because it's not cheap. It's alternative ideas.
Alternative? Okay. 14 adorable alternative ideas for Valentine's Day.
Go.
Okay. That's what we're going to
Well, I don't want people to be like, oh, you're cheap because you're following this list.
Well,
no, that's not the case.
No. And I think, but some people would take that to heart if they heard the word cheap.
Yeah, so, that's what I'm saying. Alternative is a good idea. Thinking outside the box.
14
you're so romantic.
Adorable alternative ideas for Valentine's Day. This is kind of a cheesy title, but it says, make each other laugh. Instead of lavishing cash or expensive gifts, just consider a gag gift in exchange for your partner. Maybe it's a roll of toilet paper with lip imprints stamped all over it, a giant gummy bear, like that's a heart. You know those big giant gummy bears?
Nope.
You can blast your sweetie.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
What
but they're saying something cute, like something hilarious, something off the wall.
I'm typing in blast your sweetie in Google. I'll see what comes up. Let's see what comes up.
No, that sounds terrible.
Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. We're not doing any more of that.
And then another one is a bar excursion. So instead of going to a fancy dinner, say, hey, we're going to go and do a couple different bars.
Now, is that really alternative?
Right, yes, because
it sounds like you're spending the exact same amount of money.
No, but you can do like drinks and then a snack instead of dinner and then, an expensive dinner. Which makes sense.
Sounds like you're spending the same amount of money to me.
Well, not necessarily. I guess if
what kind of bars do you go to?
Well,
are they like nickel bars?
Yeah, like quarter night.
Quarter night? No.
Oh, yeah, we just hit up quarter night on Valentine's Day.
Well, hey, the original name of the list was cheap.
Okay.
And to me, that sounds like it's exactly the same price as an expensive dinner.
This one you'll like is watch a romantic movie. Watch a movie an old-timey movie that maybe it's an old favorite. Or maybe like something that you guys have watched early dating. Like maybe there was a connection or something like that.
That just seems normal relationship stuff. You gotta rehash it. You know, you don't know. You're not new. You're like, this isn't new anymore. We gotta.
But listen,
getting old.
But you can make it spicy. Like you can like change it up. Like, I mean,
I'm giving you a hard time.
I know.
Well, the list, the hard time.
Let's on these ideas. I think that when initially thinking of Valentine's Day, like, okay, you get dressed up, right? Get in a fancy outfit. Girls put on heels. The guy comes over, they have like roses and a gift and vice versa. You guys go have dinner, like a nice restaurant, something out of the ordinary of the relationship, ones that you might not really ever go to. Have wine or have drinks and then just see where the evening goes, kind of thing. That's, in my mind, I feel like that's a typical Valentine's Day, which it is. I mean, a lot of them is like, oh, maybe they'll go to a movie but the fancy dinner, dressing up, I think just to kind of like isolate that. For me, that would be something special because I'm not one to like wear heels all the time. So by me doing that, that would be me showing my partner that I was like
willing to.
Another hey, I would do this for you because it's out of the ordinary. So that's in my mind. That's what I think is like a typical.
I'll give it to you.
So then this one is like during Valentine's Day, everything is like marked up. Like candy's marked up, chocolate marked up. Like
I bought mine 9 months ago. We're good.
Dinner prices. I mean, every place just kind of marks up because everyone's going to do it. So another idea is why don't you celebrate after? Like, your weekend, do it the next weekend. So you can able to like enjoy the romantic holiday without hanging it all over your head. The markups and the retailers and whatnot. Have a game night. Better way to pass the night than playing some entertaining games with your honey. Well, geek out. I guess that's what it said. Geek out with some of those video games or go traditional board game. One of the personal favorites to play, like something between each other or whatever.
But these all sound like great date ideas, not necessarily like Valentine's only. Because
what would you do for Valentine's Day?
Well, one thing you got to take advantage of is what is everyone else doing for Valentine's Day? They're going to a restaurant. They're either going out afterwards to go, go to a bar. So you want to do the completely opposite of that.
So take a moonlight walk. Yep, that's what it said. Have a hearty meal.
That's good because no one's going to be around.
And then stroll with your honey under the moon for a romantic night out. Head toward a nearby park or beach and gaze at the stars. Yeah. And then you can also just choose to wander aimlessly and explore new routes. That's fun. You do a meaningful message. So like 10 reasons why I love you. Things like that. So for me, I feel like I would show affection year-round in a relationship, but some people don't.
Some people don't until the one day.
On the one day. So, hey, if you guys are listening and you guys don't show love all the time, then maybe write a list to your sugar, whoever.
It's only good for 24 hours. Then you got to burn it.
Cooking for 2 at home.
Yeah, like a normal date.
Okay, yeah. The pricey meals at a restaurant.
Or you could volunteer at a shelter.
Yep, that would be romantic. Maybe like some animals.
I don't know. I'm just trying to turn the tables.
A home tourist.
This list should just be good date nights.
Home tourists. Like you were just saying, your friend got invited to go to Las Vegas. Okay,
yeah.
All right. So is that romantic to travel? Well, why don't you just travel inside your town? Do something different. Go and get like a really cool hotel in Houston, or travel nearby.
I would do a bed and breakfast somewhere outside of Houston. That'd be cool.
So I don't know. I mean, alternative look. You can look a lot like
this is all day and stuff. I'm sorry. This list stunk. You're out.
Well, thanks for bringing something to the table.
I did,
Richard.
I did. Every time you bring something, I'm gonna have to knock it down.
Let's see. What would be your ultimate Valentine's Day date? I know you've never experienced it, but in your head, what do you think the night was? From when you're getting ready and the time you pick her up, and then dinner, all of that, or whatever. What do you think is your ultimate idea for Valentine's Day, evening or day, whatever?
I don't know. I enjoy ballroom and salsa dancing, so I would love to go do that.
Okay.
And
do you know of any places that you could take her?
There's a couple in Houston, and then there's a couple places around here that do salsa dancing. But
okay,
that would be cool because I get a workout in.
It's cool.
And then that's pretty much it. That's all I do.
That's it. You wouldn't do anything else, or you wouldn't get her a gift?
Well, I would probably cook dinner.
Okay.
Because I like cooking.
Well, you left that out. You can't just say ballroom dancing.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, I never thought. Okay, cooking dinner.
Okay.
We'll go we go do.
Would you be sweet and find her like favorite food, or would you do something off the wall different?
I'll do something off the wall different.
Okay.
And then we go dancing, and then when we come back, we have champagne and strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries.
Ooh. That's good.
And then maybe we'll walk around where we live.
That'd be cool. Oh, where you live? You guys live?
Yeah, together. Because it's a nice time to reflect on the relationship. Like, hey, do you want to be here?
Yeah.
Do you want to go somewhere else? What do you think? Perfect time to bring that up.
That's really good. Never thought about that.
Yeah, I just don't want to share my secrets with anybody.
I know. I'm stealing that idea right now.
You're prying now.
Oh, goodness gracious. So Valentine's Day to you, though, what is it, since we're in that next topic, what does that mean?
We'll come back to it.
Okay.
Because we're going to take a break. Okay. I chose a song about coming to see a sweetie. Right? This is Steel Rail Blues. Gordon Lightfoot.
At Jazzy Junk, volunteers reclaim, restore, and recycle. Jazzy Junk is a non-profit resale storefront where you will discover wonderful, unique finds at very affordable prices on furniture, antiques, books, art, home decor, and more. When you shop Jazzy Junk, you support New Danville, a community for adults with developmental disabilities. We receive new donations daily, so plan a visit to Jazzy Junk today to find that perfect item or gift. Our motto is here today, gone today. So remember to hurry in and shop often for the best selection. Jazzy Junk is located in the outlets at Conroe on League Line Road and I-45 North. Call 936-441-4500 or visit our website, jazzyjunk.org. That's JUNQUE for more information and store hours.
Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas.
Tired of Waylon, Willie, and the boys? Join me, Gordon Lockhart, for Beethoven, Bach, and the Boys. Every Saturday from 8 to midnight on Lone Star Classical Music After Dark. Symphonies, concertos, and sonatas by composers such as Mozart, Tchaikovsky, and Bernstein. That's Lone Star Classical Music After Dark. Every Saturday from 8 to midnight on irlonestar.com.
So what'd you think of that?
I really like that one, actually.
That's Gordon Lightfoot, if anyone didn't know who he was. And he's actually pretty dang old these days, but he's still playing. I saw him about 3 years ago. He's 75 right now.
75 years old.
75 years old from
Canada.
Canada.
What that feels like.
And I saw him when I think he was like 71. And he was up there, frail little man, singing Steel Rail Blues to me. But it was that's who that was. So we're here back with the Switch Hour. It's 9:19. I'm sitting here with Switchblade. We're talking about Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is a week away.
And we just got over the cheap date ideas.
No,
alternative. I'm an idiot. Alternative, out of the box ideas. How to treat your woman or man nice. And, actually that brings up a good topic. How to treat your man or woman for Valentine's Day. Because we're talking about perspectives of Valentine's Day. And I know for me growing up, Valentine's Day has always been on the man to do something for the woman. And then it's it kind of, and then that's basically what it is. It's like, what's my man have planned for me tonight? And I know, is that how you feel about Valentine's Day?
No, it's funny that you say that. I think it's a both. I think that men need to feel loved and feel special as well. And so I think knowing your person, so if you're listening, knowing your guy for a girl's point of view, if you know things that they really enjoy, I feel that maybe that's a day that you can do that thing that's out of the ordinary. Maybe you feel a little uncomfortable doing it, but you don't do it all year round. So step out of the box and do it. I think that coming up with ideas and exploring those, I think it's a great day. To step outside the box.
I told you, it's a day where people think about their relationship with the person. Yep. And I'm telling you, so many people break up.
What you do for that?
I'm telling you.
I think girls think about it is like, okay, so what's the guy going to do for me to show that he actually really loves me or really cares about me? Not necessarily love. Valentine's Day, they make it all up like love and all these things. But
here's
like
a card and a flower.
That would be ridiculous, but I mean, that would be sweet though. If it was for me, like if it was a homemade card, and they took time to make that card and wrote in it, that would mean so much to me, and I would be like perfectly content, you know. But then there's other people that like they want like jewelry, they want all these other things, which is fine. So I think it's important to know your spouse or your special love.
And but you can also say there's definitely a point where you can be disappointed. Like if he just doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah.
But he still says he loves you and all that good stuff. But like it's just a normal day.
I've had some sweet Valentine's Day that they've done for me. Like one year I was dating this guy, and he knew how like creative I could get with ideas. Well, he took. So one year I made this box for him, and I put like stuff in it for him. Oh, cookies. Well, then the next year for Valentine's Day, he took that same box that I gave to him. It was a really large box. And he put he collected every movie stub that we went to, every wristband that we attended for a concert, places that we went, receipts that we have written on for each other, little notes that I had given him.
Oh, wow.
Back and forth. He collected it.
That's not a sign of a creepy guy?
No, it was really sweet to me. And he like whenever he was sick, and the things that I gave him, like just like
tissue paper, used tissue paper.
No, like he like a little like balloon. Like he kept all of it, and all the letters I wrote him, and we wrote back and forth.
That's actually, I mean, that's sweet. I give it to you, but that's also, you know, depending on perspective, that's a little.
Well,
how long
we
was
dated
this
for 2.5
gathering?
years.
So 2.5 years worth of stuff, you'd say, or a year? Or...
Yeah, probably like a year over the time, but it was really sweet. And then
I can't believe you never found it. You don't snoop around his stuff?
What? No.
You never found the box?
No,
it's
not
like,
at
where
all.
do you keep all these treasures?
We trusted each other.
Okay.
Like
I'm
there was
just,
no.
Can you imagine running across this box? Like, why is this thing full of
that would be weird
stuff? Oh, see, now it's weird.
Well, but you put in that perspective. No, I think it was very sweet. Like,
well, that's what I think a lot of ideas need to come from. I encourage everyone listening, if you have ideas, be creepy, because this is the only day you can be creepy, and it would be seen as affection and love.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
And I just all the way to the wall.
But not to a stranger, to the loved
fence.
one. Don't do it to a stranger.
Oh no,
that's weird.
No,
that's really creepy.
Yeah, trust me. No,
Richard would know. That's awesome.
I sent it to some actress. I sent her that. No, I'm just kidding.
That's sweet. One year I went with that same guy. After that box, we picked me up. We had dinner at Brio's and the Woodlands.
You have a negative Brio's.
Yeah, it was okay, but it was nice because Brio's they separated the couples from the other people that are just dining. And so they had like a big room for tables of two.
Let me tell you something.
Candle lit.
So there's a family-owned McDonald's somewhere in northeast United States that's doing a Valentine's night, and it's a full-on reservation thing. Like you have to call, and they're gonna have a musician, like a jazz musician there. I mean, this is a McDonald's, by the way, and you have to make reservations, and they have a select menu, and they have servers.
What?
I'm not kidding you. I saw this on the internet, and one of my favorite things to do is this is my, I guess, what do you call it when you really enjoy something but you don't like telling people? It's internet comments. I really love reading internet comments. This is my favorite things. And people are like, this is so trashy. But then, of course, there's a couple people going, this would be a really neat idea, because who can say they went to McDonald's and were served, like at a table?
That would be fun.
I mean, it kind of blew my mind a little bit, because some people might really enjoy that. And why hate on this family-owned franchise of McDonald's? Because a lot of McDonald's are franchised.
Well, they would serve it like on a plate?
Yeah, stuff? Like it's a full service. Basically, they're gonna have a waiter, and they have music, and they have, everything.
That would be sweet.
So
I guess that could be something different. That's one of those things that
or creepy, depending on who you are.
I guess.
Are you a woman of high expectations, Switchblade? Yeah.
No.
You're like, McDonald's, why don't you take me to Whataburger?
No, but if it was something sweet like that, and they incorporated, like, I don't know, maybe they gave they told me why they were wanting to do this, and like whether they wrote it down or something that I could read and be like, this is really sweet, because they took time
Yeah.
to think about it. So
because from my perspective of Valentine's Day, it's like I said, it's always on the guy.
Okay.
and there's always high expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be, when I say high expectations, I don't mean, oh, I got to spend $3,000 and I got to get this horse carriage and all that kind of stuff. It's more of she's got to feel loved and it's got to feel unique. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of a hard thing to achieve if you're with this person every day or every other day, whatever. Like, 'cause every day you try to show somewhat of affection. Mm-hmm. And now this is the day it has a lot of pressure on it. And how do I do something unique?
Yeah.
And that's why I think a lot of people propose on Valentine's Day, because it really that's the pressure it puts on that day.
Wow.
And like I said, that's why I think a lot of people do it, because when you're with somebody for so long, you can't. I mean, what can you do that's different? And getting married is very different. But like McDonald's, I think that'd be very different.
Yeah.
And that would probably be the biggest thing on me, is trying to find something different, but not overdoing it.
Yeah.
And especially if you do it like an all day thing, you don't want to exhaust each other.
Yeah.
Because it's not about the food, folks.
No, it's not at all. I like the idea of not like a dinner, like just like little appetizers here and there. Like that would be fun. I've never done that. I mean, I've done that going out, but or on a date, but something that's like a little more romantic,
Well,
maybe going to favorite places.
It's just about spending time together.
Oh, I agree, hands down.
So,
well,
it's just like going on a date.
So for a female, like how do you, Richard, as a guy, for all the ladies listening, how do you guys respond to Valentine's Day? Are you looking for something for you though? Like, how would you feel? Like, what would you want to receive or not receive?
Well, I know a lot of guys would probably say it's something physical.
Okay.
But also, like, what's weird to me is it's the same date. It's a date. That's all it is to me. And like every date should be like a Valentine's Day in my mind. It's not like, oh, hey, we're in routine. We're having our chips and dip at some place that we have it every Wednesday night. But no, I see it being a lot of pressures put on guys, because I would say majority of women have expectations on Valentine's Day. It's not just like, oh, at any other date, it's Valentine's Day, so I better get something out of the ordinary. Like, can you imagine being a guy? Because I know some older couples. When I say older, I mean like 75 plus, that they would get flowers like every Sunday to his wife.
That's sweet.
And I'm like, man, that's really great, but you're what's the word when Valentine's Day comes up?
Your expectations.
Like, you can't just give flowers on Valentine's Day. You give her to every week.
Yep.
So what would be different? And he's like, oh, I got her a dog. Something like that.
Yeah.
But no, on the male side, it's horrible. It's a horrible way to live. Well,
that's the question I'm asking you, is not like just a day, but I guess it is just a day. But what about if the girl wants to do something for you, like? Yeah,
but I think it's not specific to Valentine's Day. Okay. I think it's just being a nice person. If you're doing something for somebody else, it could be any other day to me. To me, it's any other day.
Okay.
To me.
That's good. Yeah.
Because I'm going to treat you the same. I'm not going to be extra nice to you because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get a card that, has some neat message in it, because I can't express myself because I need a card to do it.
Well, maybe it will change whenever you really find love. Maybe whenever you're in that perfect relationship.
No, maybe when I'm bored and I'm like, here's some flowers and chocolates.
When you find that perfect person that makes you feel all lovey-dovey, like you're in high school again, maybe Valentine's Day will be different for you then.
Well, I know some people who celebrate Valentine's Day on a different day.
I think that's great.
And they have some weird day. I think actually what they did was when they first met, they turned them when they first met into like a Valentine's Day.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's when they kind of go back to the roots of going on a date,
or go to that same place that you guys went on your first date, or something like that. That's why I think first dates are very important and key.
Yeah.
And that to be fun, because then it could be something that you could do over and over again and be like, oh, remember that. When I first saw your eyes and we connected, and I just knew that.
Here's some chocolate and flowers. I'm over you. Here's a ring. Be quiet. Right.
I bought for Valentine's Day though. I've bought that same guy that I had dated. We're not dating obviously now, but
way to bring that one up.
I bought him a watch. There's this really awesome
for
watch
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because
okay. So you bought him something.
I did. I bought him something.
And did you present it like a Valentine's Day gift? It's like, oh, hey, I got you something for Valentine's Day, or did you say, hey, I just got you something?
No, I wrote a really sweet note.
Okay, but did you mention Valentine's Day? That's the key thing.
Yeah, I did.
Was it because of Valentine's Day?
I mentioned Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And
that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, I mentioned Valentine's Day, but it was, and I just talked about, like you were saying, like our relationship and how much I appreciated him, blah blah blah, whatever, all that shenanigans.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, it's a perfect. That's what.
And it was nice because it was.
I got my perfect date. Perfect date. Go to a counselor. Go to a couple counselor on Valentine's Day. That'd be fantastic. I think the woman would really appreciate that. Like, we're already thinking about it. Let's just get it on the table and do it like really early in the morning, at like 6:30, because we have dates later. You know, like we need to get it off our chest. What's going on, and then we can go enjoy ourselves. Because I'm not going to be dealing with this subtle BS as I'm disappointing you throughout the day.
It's terrible. No, it's about the communication, but I'm not married. We're not married.
Well, think about that. You wake up, I'm like, hey, I got a special treat, and you're over here.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm so ready for Valentine's Day.
You're like, I'm going to blindfold you. You pull up, and you're like, all right, follow me. And
last week, you emptied the milk, and you didn't replace it. We got to talk about this.
Oh, my goodness.
That'd be great.
That is
we're going to have to go to break.
Okay.
We're going to have to go to break. I got your song loaded up, so if you want to talk about it.
No, this is, since we're doing like lovey-dovey songs necessarily,
Lovey-dovey songs.
This one's Mumford & Sons' I Will Wait, and I think the lyrics are really sweet, so take a listen.
Yeah, here we go. Mumford & Sons, I Will Wait. You're listening to Lone Star in the mornings. It's Switch Hour. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Judy Deo, Executive Director of Tamagua Healthcare Ministries. Tamagua is a Christian ministry that, by the grace of God and in response to the love of Jesus, provides quality health care, offers hope, and restores dignity to uninsured, low-income families and individuals in Northwest Harris County and Montgomery and Waller counties. As a primary care safety net clinic, we provide for the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs of our patients, and we do it only with the financial support of the community in which we serve. Tamagua receives no government funding. To find out how you can help or to make a donation, visit our website at www.tamagua.org. Tamagua is spelled Tomagwa. Thank you, and God bless you.
Howdy, howdy, folks. Cable Smith, host of the Lone Star Outdoors Show, inviting you to join me Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 on Lone Star Internet Radio for Texas' premier hunting, fishing, and outdoor talk show. So pour yourself another cup of coffee and pull up that stool a little closer to the old campfire, because if you can catch it or kill it in Texas, we're going to talk about it. That's right. Bucks and ducks, gobblers, monster bass, redfish, trout, and a whole lot more. Plus, you never know what outdoor celebrity is going to drop by, from Phil the Duck Commander Robertson to fishing legend Bill Dance or everybody's favorite uncle Ted Nugent. Heck, we might even mix in an interview and hear some brand spanking new Texas music from one of your favorite Texas musicians like Robert Earl Keen, Brandon Ryder, or the honky-tonk kid himself, Aaron Watson. Loved or hated but never ignored, it's the Lone Star Outdoors Show with me, Cable Smith, Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 right here on Lone Star Internet Radio on irlonestar.com.
Whoop, there we go. That was Mumford & Sons, I Will Wait. You're listening to Lone Star in the mornings. It's 9:37. I'm sitting here with Switchblade. This is the Switch Hour. We're here every Friday at 9 o'clock, 9 to 10, talking about whatever's on our mind. And this Friday, Valentine's Day, because next week is Valentine's Day.
Yep, so getting you guys all prepared.
Getting you all prepared. We're having a little discussion about expectations, what to do. I guess, we were bringing, I'm a male, she's a female. What do we want to do for Valentine's Day? And one thing during the break while we're listening to that song, I asked her, what do you think the different age groups do that's different from one another? And we were talking about earlier, like, people give cards, people give flowers, the typical thing. And I kind of expect, if I was 75 or older, and you give a card, I think that giving that card means a lot more than if, say, you're 25 giving that card. Do you agree with that, or do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah, no, putting not personally, like I'm stepping myself out, because personally, a card would be sweet depending on the other person.
Yeah,
like what we were discussing, but probably, yeah, I would maybe at a younger age expect a little more out of the box.
Yeah,
like not just a card and a thing of chocolates that you can buy and pick up at Walgreens. It's more than just a box of chocolates that's heart-shaped and have all of these different ones that you can choose and pick from. I mean, there's depth to it that you can give. So for me, yes, in my early 20s, a card and chocolate and a rose.
It's nice. It
is nice.
Well, I'm asking, was it nice?
Oh, is it nice? It is nice.
Because you're receiving a gift.
Yes, and hands down, all together, it is very sweet. But I guess being younger, maybe there would be a little more of like, flair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that you have all these high expectations of like,
No,
I
I'm
deserve
convinced
this.
every woman has high expectations for Valentine's Day.
No, I just think I want to be wooed on that
Yeah.
day. I think that would be something out of the ordinary, out of the box.
And I'd be yelling. I'd be like, you're so full of yourself, superficial. Every day I treat you the same, blah, blah, blah. And then I'd get up, then you'd be upset with me.
Like, what about if we did like a late night like kayak? That's cool. Like, whoa, that's...
Oh, and Buffalo Bayou? That'd be real romantic.
No, like... no, like...
I was
like,
kidding. That's the closest place I
like
know.
Lake Conroe. Like, that would be... you and have a little spot. I know where my parents live. Like, we could jump on the lake and we could kayak over, like, on the other side of the bridge, and it's really calm and peaceful, and I think it's sweet.
Okay.
You could have, like... we could have some drinks and just, like, talk, and, you know, if it's not cold,
Well, that's what,
obviously.
you know, I made a couple jokes about. That's probably what is important about the day is really talking to the other person, because it puts you in perspective of a relationship. You're sitting in front of this person,
Yeah.
and everyone has their intentions, and you kind of got to, it's a perfect time to make them known. Like I said, a lot of people propose.
Yeah.
A lot of people break up, or they start thinking about it because it's like, I just don't like this person anymore, even though they're being really sweet or whatever. They're just, I'm over it. I'm serious about that. I bet a lot of people come to the conclusion of breaking up with somebody on Valentine's Day because of the way they treat each other on this day. There's a lot of pressure on Valentine's Day.
There is.
And I just like it. I think it's silly, but that's because I'm a mean person.
You know, for the guys listening too, maybe your girl really just needs a hug.
Yeah.
Maybe more, but maybe you don't compliment her enough, and maybe she needs to feel loved by you from complimenting her with words of affirmation. Maybe she needs you to do something for her, guys. Maybe she needs you to.
But you should be thinking about this every day, not just on Valentine's Day.
I know, but I'm saying but I'm agreeing with you in saying that I think it's a day to recalculate and see how you feel about
That's
that
the
person.
marriage counselor at 6:30 in the morning. Is a great, or not marriage, couple counselor.
But I think that it's a wonderful thing to reconnect.
Look, we have Jarrod Sterret outside. I'm going to ask him a question. Hey, Jarrod, what do you think for Valentine's Day? I wake you up at 6:30 and we go meet a couple counselor together. Wouldn't that be really romantic?
He is shaking his head yes.
Well, because we had the rest of the day planned. You know, all the chocolates, all the champagne, but we got to get the good stuff off their chest. We got to get it on the table. But like, this is who we are. Now, he's coming in. He wants to join the conversation. This is great. This is Jarrod Sterret. You want to get on the radio, Jarrod?
I wasn't going to, but I guess.
Yeah, I'm inviting you in, man.
Join us in this conversation.
This is Jarrod Sterret. We're talking about Valentine's Day, and we're talking about expectations. And Jarrod, actually, you know what's funny about Jarrod is he has a girlfriend. He does, and she called in on the Mark and Cindy show.
Yeah.
And he got in trouble one time, but I think he made up for it because he's a sweet guy. If you don't know who Jarrod Sterret is, of the audience, he is a country singer. Him in the Higher Guns, right?
Yes.
Jarrod Sterret and the Higher Guns. I've actually recorded a couple times. He plays at the Corner Pub. He has a big performance coming up at Do-Si-Do Music Cafe, and it's February
20th. Yes.
And that's on a Thursday.
Yes, it is.
What time?
I believe Lone Star Internet Radio.
Yeah, we're gonna be there recording. Yeah, we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. He's gonna come into the studio during that time. But let's get back to our topic.
Yeah.
You're on the Switch Hour, and this is Switchblade, and we're talking about Valentine's Day
Switchblade.
and expectations of what men and women have. And my perspective is, I think it's all BS, and it's so much pressure is put on that day to talk about how you feel about each other, and that's why I was saying two things happen. A lot of people propose, and a lot of people break up, but because they're thinking about the relationship with this person in front of them.
But Richard's never had a Valentine's Day.
There's a reason, as you can tell.
Have you had a Valentine's Day before with someone special?
Yes, I have, and I almost went broke that time.
Yeah, see, expectations.
So did you feel the need that, or you knew that she would want you to spend all that money, or you just assumed that that's what you had to do?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes to all three of those, or two of those, or how many ever different things you said.
Okay.
And Dick, do not wake me up in the morning. We're not going on a date.
Well, no, I think I would.
It's not that I don't think you're not a great guy. My girlfriend would just be pissed if I went on a date with you instead of her.
I'm just thinking that would be a good way to start the day because we're already be thinking about our relationship. So we go to a counselor and we talk about it. Like, you didn't replace the milk. I'm upset about that because the milk is an important part of my day.
I'd probably punch you in your throat.
Oh, then we need to go because you're violent against me and you abused me. So we need to go talk about it.
Oh, goodness.
I think it'd be a great way to start the day. But that's just because I like to talk all the time.
Yeah. Wake up in the morning. Hey, good morning.
Hey. No, people hate me. They're like, "Why are you so chipper? What's going on?" It's like 6:30. Oh, well,
because you at night you're like charging, and then you have all this energy. You're energizer.
I'm excited about life.
No, I think it's a wonderful place.
No, Jarrod, that's a really big question. When you think about Valentine's Day, do you think are you under a lot of pressure? You feel?
Absolutely.
I hope your girlfriend's listening. What's her name again?
Lisa.
Lisa. That's right, Lisa.
Yeah, I'm under a lot of pressure to write her a new song this
year. But yeah, see that's
that's intense.
Why
do you feel pressured to write a song?
Just do the Mark and Cindy show theme, but change. This is.
She's been dropping a lot of subtle hints, like, "Boy, you better write me a song." That's real subtle.
That's subtle, yeah. Yeah. So how's that going? You got a week, man. How's it going? You writing that song?
No,
now sure. You got it. Don't.
I'm sure I can bang one out in about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, I like it. What do you think about that, Switchblade? If somebody wrote you a song, would that be the ultimate Valentine's Day?
I have dated musicians in the past.
So somebody actually wrote her a song.
No. But that was one thing that I had like seen other relationships, and then have learned of like a view of like that's a lot of pressure, to write a song about a girl. Well, I don't want to jump in the conclusion and say like, hey, write a song and tell me how you feel. I mean, that could be dangerous, because it could be like, hey, I'm writing you a song, but at the very end of it, I'm breaking up with you, kind of thing.
Right, exactly.
But I think that the pressure for a guy be like, hey, you should write me a song. No, I think it would mean so much more to me if you wrote me a song without hands on, with no comment, because I would feel more special because you actually felt that I deserved it, not that I wanted it. That you felt that I needed it. I think that's the difference.
Valentine's Day is about deception. And about, I happen to write this song about you, and it happens to be Valentine's Day. There you go.
Yeah.
Covered, you're in. You're good, right?
You might want to tone it down a little bit. It sounds like you're never going to have a date for Valentine's Day.
I know, seriously. You're over here, you're like, whatever. I think it's fun. It's a fun day, just like with Halloween and all the other like occasions. Is you can either participate it, or you could just be a loser and not participate, and that's okay. Richard,
makes
if
you a
you
loser?
want to. No,
well, I'm talking about participating every day, not just on Valentine's Day. That's what I'm talking about.
I think it's wonderful. I think that's a.
We used to call it Singles Awareness Day, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were
SAD, Singles Awareness Day.
That's a sad thing.
Sad day.
It's actually a fun day, too.
Well, at least you're not single, Jarrod. You have Lisa, who she takes care of you. I don't think you take care of her. She takes care of you. The way she talked on the phone.
It's very true.
She's very true. She's a very sweet woman from her voice. That's all I know about her. Will she be there on the 20th at Dusty-Do?
Yes, you will. You'll find out.
Heck yeah, man. That'd be exciting. We all got to go. Hey, if you're listening, come see Jarrod live at the Dusty-Do Music Cafe on February 20th. I think it's 8 o'clock, right?
Yes, 8 p.m.
Is there a cover charge?
Is it the small Dosey?
Yeah.
Music Cafe.
Yeah, it's a small cover charge. But no.
Sweet.
It's about, it's less than buying 3 gallons of gasoline nowadays.
There you go.
I'll make sure to be there.
And then
bring some friends of Valentine's Day.
We're going to have to take a break. And speaking of songwriting, I'm a big folk singer-songwriter fan. And this is probably one of the most romantic songs I ever heard about a woman. This is called Something in the Way She Moves by James Taylor. This is a live version, so don't mind the audience.
I love this song.
Hello, I'm Bonita DeRosa, Animal Control Officer for the City of Willis. We invite you to tune in to Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. for the Willis Hour. On the first Thursday of the month, the Willis Hour will be covering upcoming events and news about the city. Join in the conversation with your city officials and other leaders in the community. On the third, we will be doing a recap of the last City Council meeting. The mission of the City of Willis is to provide high-quality services, accountability, and professional commitment to our citizens. We pledge to provide those who live, work, and visit our city an effective government that is open and responsive to the needs and values of the community. Again, we invite you to tune in on Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 for the Willis Hour.
The Conroe YMCA's benchmark adaptive programming for kids and adults is Leap of Faith. Leap of Faith is an equine-assisted therapy program serving children and adults with adaptive needs. The riders in our Leap of Faith program are working to address and manage specific aspects of their lives impacted by illness, injury, or disability. The Leap of Faith program has experience working with riders who are living with attention deficit or other hyperactivity disorders, hearing impairments, visual impairments, developmental delays or disabilities, autism, Down syndrome, multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, head traumas, brain injuries, and paralysis. Our program uses horseback riding to develop self-confidence and self-esteem, to increase upper and lower body strength, assist in respiratory issues, and establish a trusting relationship between the rider and their horse. Not only do these activities aid in the physical and mental development of the rider, but they also foster self-reliance and independence. For more information regarding our program, to become a rider, or to volunteer with a great group of people, please call our Welcome Center at 936-441-9622 or visit our website at www.ymcahouston.org/Conroe.
Yeah, what'd you think about that song? I like that song a lot. She's over here pointing to Jarrod. She's like, get those headphones on. Get those headphones on. You're listening to Lone Star in the mornings. It's 9:51 with the Switch Hour. Coming up after this is the best of the Mark and Cindy show. I believe we're replaying Tuesday's show, which should be good. But welcome back. Welcome back. Our topic is Valentine's Day. And basically, I like it. I like Valentine's Day. It's very important, but not for the reasons you think. You got to help me out here. There's two other people with a microphone. You can talk to me.
No, well, I was taking it in.
Okay.
I was taking it in.
I still like the 6:30 marriage counselor in the morning kind of idea. I still like that. We could Skype it.
Yeah.
That'd be a Skype date. No, I would probably want to get up and go.
We can go to the marriage counselor before
the date.
Yeah, before we start our day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wake up and she's like, "Oh, he's waking up. He's gonna bring me hot cocoa." Or no, we're going to a relationship counselor. What?
I love that you're still set on that.
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's good. I hope that you do that one year for sure. You need to follow through with that.
I will.
And then you need to call me up if I still know you at that time, whenever it might be, and be like, hey.
No, we're gonna Skype it. So we're gonna record it.
Why Skype it? You got a radio station. Put it on here.
Yeah, we could do it in the morning.
You guys, you're like, hey, we're going to do our counseling over the air.
It's always important to be honest on the air, so open your heart to me.
Everyone's listening and watching now.
But Valentine's Day is going to be an important day. I know for me, we have the radio play going on. So if you want to do something, if you want to do something different, bring we have a small cast, so you can be in here and watch the radio play. I'm inviting the cast to bring their significant others because I know it's going to be on Valentine's Day, and I feel bad for taking their time. But so we're gonna be up here.
Are you bringing your significant other?
Yeah. My mail order bride. Yeah,
Good.
It's actually when she's flying in. So,
perfect. I can figure it for you if you'd like me to.
Yeah, she'd really enjoy the marriage counselor because she would probably have no idea what's going on. But yeah, so we're sitting here with Switchblade and Jarrod Sterret of the Hired Guns, and come on, talk to me. What's going on?
We're talking about the single aspect of it now. You had a good what you were saying. I don't think it was on air when we were talking about that. Wasn't there like a SAD or something?
Oh, Singles Awareness Day? That was on the air. What we were talking about off air, I said musicians are less likely to write you a song on Valentine's Day and more likely to write you one when y'all break up.
Ooh, dangerous.
There's a bunch of breakups.
That's a warning right there.
That's why it's like, do I want to date this musician or not? Because I hope that's what about if I really break his heart? I mean, I break hearts.
Then I'd ask for the royalty rights. That's for sure. That's immediately what I do. Oh, that song's about me. If you make some money, because that's actually, most people like music that's sad. I know me. That's what majority of the music I like.
Because it's heartfelt, I think.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because love has no heartfelt emotions to it. Happy stuff, no, that's not a real emotion.
No.
Despair and sadness is where it's all at, right? I'm not saying
it has to be like slow, but
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Have you written a song?
Well, people, how many sad songs do you think people are going to listen to tonight because they're single and they're crying?
You mean on Friday?
Yeah, on Valentine's
Day. I don't know. I'm having, since I'm single, I have a lot of friends that it's a big day for them, like Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh, well, let's, there's the excuse, well, this is the day that I can eat whatever chocolate I want to eat, or this is when I can drink as much as I want to drink and get really wasted because you know what? It's my day, it's single, blah, 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 poor me, I'm lonely. Well, I decided to contact some of my friends, not just single girls, but like girls that are in relationships too, if they want to join. For Saturday, I was thinking we could do a really nice dinner and have wine, and then, this is so girly, but I'm buying canvases for all of them who want to come, and we're going to paint. And I feel like it would just be a good time to hang out with each other and make it special. So if someone doesn't have, I know you guys are looking at me like, wow, that's such a girl. But I wanted to do it because I know that I have girlfriends that Valentine's Day is a big thing for them, and they take it kind of to heart. So why not we have an event or this day, this evening pointed out for them so they can feel special to some way, That's what I'm going to be doing next Saturday night.
Okay.
Saturday night, not Friday night?
So you and how many of your single friends now?
Where do the guys need to go?
Yeah, where are y'all going?
Where are we going?
We're at my house. The single guys, it's at my house.
We'll have a little impromptu mixer.
My house, and we could dance too because I have hardwood floors. We have a perfect hardwood floor, like front area room, so there'll be dancing going on.
See, I was hoping you would say in public. I got a bunch of single friends that are looking for a bunch of single women. Kind of point them.
That's what Craigslist's for, man.
No.
Well,
no,
we might.
Don't
hook
up with somewhere. The weirdos on Craigslist, man.
Richard's done that before.
Yes.
It's
a lot easier.
That's where he found that girl he calls Monday, and the other one named Wednesday.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing for the single girls.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, instead of going out and spending money and just it's being ridiculous and like.
Do y'all take away the cell phones? Because I imagine if there's some wine drinking, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, well,
that's what's always. That's what happens.
Charlie.
That's what happens. Girls are like, oh, they text their ex, they call their ex, and then they're like, why did I call my ex? And then,
that's why I love social media.
That's what's bad about going out and being drunk, and then you're feeling lonely. You're like, oh my gosh, all my friends are getting hit on except me. So then you're sitting there scrolling through your phone. You're like, oh, I wonder what's Johnny up to. Oh, hey, and then
Johnny,
bad news.
Johnny, why'd you do it?
Bad news.
Why Johnny? It was Charlie a while ago.
Yeah, Charlie and Johnny. No,
Charlie
that's her Monday.
Me.
That's her
Ouch,
Monday.
Charlie, that really hit.
Yeah, Charlie, let's go to Candy Mountain.
I have no idea what's going on now.
No,
you're listening
viral
to
YouTube videos.
Yeah, no.
You're listening to the Switch Hour on Lone Star Internet Radio. I'm sitting here with Switchblade from Switch Hair Studios, 2 doors down from Lone Star Internet Radio, and also Jarrod Sterret of Jarrod Sterret and the Hired Guns. We're gonna be closing out today. Next Friday is Valentine's Day, so I'm pretty sure we're still gonna be talking about it.
Yeah,
so that's good. I want you, if you're listening right now, what you do is get ready for next Friday. Come, Facebook us, Twitter us, do all the good stuff leading up to Valentine's Day. What y'all's expectation is, if you're single, what you're doing. You can tell me how much of a beehole I am. I'm okay with it. Go to Lone Star.
Maybe we'll have the love expertise in here.
Who's the love expertise?
I don't know. I'll do some Googling.
Oh, great. This is good. But yeah, you're listening to Lone Star in the mornings, and we got the Mark and Cindy Show Best Of coming up very shortly. You know who's coming up next, actually, is Jarrod Sterret. This is his song, Getting Over You. Look at that. Another. This is perfect. You're listening to Lone Star in the mornings.
Well, I wish you were here, but some things ain't meant to be. While I'm stuck in Prison City.
Hey everyone, this is Tina, your host from Retro Saturdays. I wanted to invite you to visit the Lone Star Studios here in downtown Conroe, Texas. We're all volunteers here, and we need your help in serving the Montgomery County area. Radio media is a fun field to be in. Lone Star Internet Radio serves Montgomery County with news, current events, local programming, and of course, music. If you are interested in volunteering and sharing your talents in media, go to irlonestar.com and let us hear from you. Lone Star Internet Radio, serving Montgomery County from the heart of downtown Conroe.